How did you know that a chocolate malted would be good for a hangover? Is that some sort of a medical term?
No, it's I had way too many hangovers in college thing.
Ah. Ow.
Oh.
Oh. When is my head gonna stop hurting?
Give it a few hours. Some food, some aspirin. Hey, Allie, I want you to remember this feeling next time you're tempted to tie one on with Aaron Snyder.
No, I got drunk on my own. I just happened to be at Aaron's place.
And why is that exactly?
Hey, didn't you say that you wanted to go over and see Tom? You don't want to be late.
He's my brother, Allie. It's not like I need to make an appointment.
Hey. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Okay, I'm here. What do you want to talk to me about?
You know, stuff.
Would you give us 1 minute?
Sure.
Allie, I'm only going to say this one more time.
Can you just say it really, really quietly, please?
Yes, sure. Look, the train wreck with the condo, it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but you lost all your money.
Allie, I'll make more money. Okay, so any crazy idea you have about hitting your sister up for cash, forget it. Allie, promise me you will not ask Emily for money.
Promise.
Does your head hurt too much for a kiss?
I guess it's worth the agony.
Mwah.
Em, you've got to get me some money.
Hey, Molly. Listen, I have to hand it to you folks. You're really organized.
Yes, we are. Who are we talking about?
Oh, well, I got an invitation in the mail with a little note from Dusty. Lily calls Kim down in Atlanta to make sure that she's going to be back for it. And obviously you corral Tom and Margot. So the Hughes family will be well represented. Don't worry.
I won't, except I'm completely lost.
Well, the fundraiser. Well, isn't that why you're here?
Actually, I came by to see Tom about some other business. What fundraiser are you talking about exactly?
At the Metro. The Rose Foundation.
Oh,
Well, I assume.
No, I know, right. I just went completely blank.
Well, Holden said that he sent invitations to everybody who had more than $100 in the bank, and you certainly qualify.
Yes, I do. I have millions. I will contribute.
Okay. Good to see you. I'll see you there.
Yeah. Except I don't think I was invited.
Invitation only. And I want all security guys wearing tuxedos. Because it's got to be that bougie exclusive look. That's why. Goodbye.
Bob Hughes is confirmed.
That's great. That means 90% of the people are coming or pledging money.
Well, people want to show up for you.
Oh, thank you. I don't care why they come, as long as they bring their checkbooks and a lot of zeros on the end of every single check. Security all set?
Security is done.
Good. Okay. Now, where should we put Rose's picture? Maybe a big blow-up picture of her on the dance floor. She'll like that.
You think putting up a picture is a good idea?
Yeah. Of course. Put up her picture. Drink champagne, have fun, raise a lot of money, and you'll be there. Make sure I have a good time.
You can count on that.
I don't feel sad. I feel so lucky.
Well, how'd I rate? I get a visit from my daughter, and I get rescued from the sludge that passes for coffee in this place.
You must know the right people.
Well, I'm sorry I missed our breakfast date this morning, honey.
A crime wave?
No, I'm just filling in for Jack. He was wiped out after getting in from New York late last night.
What was he doing there?
He and Craig went to follow up on a lead on the break-in at Fairlands last night, hoping it might help in the search for Rosanna.
Rosanna's missing? I mean, I knew she left town, but I thought she just took off because she was mad at Craig.
Well,
Yeah, did something happen to her?
It's not for public consumption, honey, but there seems to be some evidence that Rosanna's extended absence may not be entirely voluntary.
Don't make any copies until I make color changes, okay? Yeah, I'll get right back to you. Oh! I am so sorry. I know that driving while talking on a cell phone is dangerous, but you think that walking would be safe?
Well, it just goes to show that danger lurks everywhere. Even at the Lakeview, you can be sideswiped by a distracted woman in her papers. I apologize.
Oh, not at all, Miss Cabot.
You know who I am?
Well, I can also recognize Bill Gates and Donald Trump on sight. It was a requirement for my MBA.
Oh, you're a businessman.
Yes.
My papers, please.
Oh, right. Well, I'm glad that one of the things I read about you was completely false.
Oh, really? What's that?
Well, I heard that you had moved out of Oakdale. What brings you back?
Well, let's see. We've talked about your brother, your mother, my job. Gee, what's missing from this conversation?
Pork futures?
What's on your mind, Jen?
Work, the usual. You know, I'm gonna be interviewed by Vogue.
The magazine? Honey, that's great.
You have no idea how amazing this is, do you?
Are you kidding me? I'm going to go out and buy 400 copies right now.
You might want to wait till the article's actually published.
Well, great. Gives me time to save up. I'll go out and buy 500 copies.
Dad, I know how worried you were when Mom and Paul and I went into business together.
Yeah, well, you know, business dealings between your mother and your brother, they can be pretty lethal.
Oh, but not in ages. I mean, it's actually working. We rely on each other. And I took this interview because Mom's away and she has complete faith in how I'll handle it.
Are you nervous?
I'm excited. And Jordan's been great. He's been prepping me for it.
Jordan. He's the guy your mom hired, right? I thought you weren't too crazy about him.
He's growing on me.
Well, I hope you didn't think I was grilling you when I asked you why you were back in town.
No, not at all. I'm actually here to settle some family business.
Oh, so you're just visiting?
Oh, no, I'll be here for a while. And you? Just passing through?
Well, it looks like I'm here to stay.
Oh, nice. Well, you know, it seems I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. You know something about me, and I know nothing about you.
Oh, sorry. Jordan Sinclair. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Cabot.
Thank you. Call me Rosanna.
I promised Chris that I wouldn't ask you for money, but I want my money, my college fund.
Okay, so ask Mom again.
Can you just please ask her for me, please?
I am so not getting in the middle of this, Allison.
But if I ask her, then she'll just say no again.
Well, maybe if you had asked her when you were sober, she would have said yes.
You know what? So I had a little bit too much to drink. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Well, why don't I just skip the big reasons, like you're underage, and go to the really big reason? Our mother's an alcoholic.
So?
So seeing you drunk upsets her, Allison.
I am not an alcoholic.
And if you are starting at the age of 18 solving your problems with booze, where are you headed?
I had like 2 drinks, Emily.
Yeah, after which you went to the Lakeview and embarrassed yourself and Mom in front of Kim Hughes, your boyfriend's mother?
Well, I'm sorry that I embarrassed you.
Honey, you worried me.
I'm sorry. But if Mom is that bent out of shape about it, then you definitely have to be the one to talk to her about getting me my money.
Oh, my God, you never give up, do you?
Please. Please.
Honey,
please.
Listen to me. Mom she has saved that money for your education.
Yeah, I've had enough education. My teachers were totally psyched to get rid of me.
Well, that's because you never applied yourself.
I hate school. Books, homework, detention.
How could you hate They don't have detention in college.
Okay, then where would I spend all my free time?
Honey, you're not giving this a chance. You can't just give up your education like that. How do you know what you're going to want a few years from now?
Chris will be a full-fledged pediatrician with his own practice, making more money than Oprah.
Yeah, and what does that have to do with you?
We'll be married.
And you're sure about that?
What do you think, that Chris is just some crush for me? Oh, I get it. You know that I love him, but you're just not quite sure that he loves me. At least, not enough to marry me.
So, why did you agree to help me with this?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay. Yeah, you can admit to being a little worried about me. Want to watch over me, make sure I don't crack under the pressure.
Well, this pressure actually seems to agree with you. It's nice to see you like this.
I told you, working on the foundation would be good for me. I don't want you to doubt me anymore.
I don't, really.
And I also know that it's not going to take just a couple of words to convince you that I'm okay, but I'm telling you I am. And I want you to have faith in me again.
I never lost faith in you. I'm too selfish for that. I need you.
What's my dad and Lily doing here?
Organizing the fundraiser. I'm gonna need some cash in the register before lunch. Would you take care of that for me?
Sure.
Hey, Aaron. You got a minute?
Well, I gotta run to the bank for Dusty.
No, it's okay. Spend some time with your dad, all right? Take all the time you need.
Lily looks great.
Yeah, she does. She looks great.
You might want to take a break, huh? You've been at this nonstop.
I'm good.
Come on, be straight with me.
Holden's a good man. And he's had to put up with a lot for me lately, so I want to make up for that. And I intend to.
How's the apartment?
It's good. It's great.
Heard you had a guest last night.
You talking about, Allison?
I got a call from Susan Stewart, something about you getting Allison drunk.
Hey, all I did was make a fruit smoothie. Okay, she's the one who decided to spike it with vodka.
Where'd she get the vodka?
She brought it with her. Yeah, I tried to stop her, Holden, but she came off this huge fight with Chris, this argument, and, Allison, talking to her is like trying to nail Jello to a tree.
All right, I get the picture.
But I did well, though. I mean, I took the car keys away from her. I made sure she could drive.
That's good. That's very, very good.
What?
I want you to apologize to Allison's mother.
What?
Because she was upset.
I just told you what happened.
Yeah, and I believe you, but Susan thinks that this might be the beginning of more rational behavior.
God, I didn't even do anything, Holden.
Hey, could you just do it for me? Could you do that, Mr. Jello Tree?
Jello. Okay, fine. I'll talk to Susan.
Thanks. And what you did for her. I'm proud of you for watching out for her like you did.
Thanks.
Hey, Molly.
So are they planning the fundraiser over there? The one nobody told me about?
I figured that Dusty would have told you all about it since we were having it here.
Dusty's barely civil to me, and your wife finds a new reason to hate my guts every day.
Well, that's because of me. I probably never should have gotten involved with the kids like I did.
I don't blame her. I was hateful to her sister, and now she's dead. I just wish Lily knew how much I love to make it right. I would do anything to help out with this fundraiser.
I'll go talk to her.
You know what, Holden, never mind. I think the best way I can help out your wife is to stay far, far away.
Any word from that developer? Dad, what are you doing here?
I came for the free coffee. You want some privacy?
No, it's fine. So, Tom, any chance of me seeing that down payment?
So far, there's no trace of the people that you signed the contract with. If I could find them, I'd personally throw the book at and buy it.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you've done all that you can.
Well, I filed all the necessary legal charges. I do recommend that you get together with other condo owners, hire some counsel, and maybe start civil proceedings that way if and when we catch them.
I will. I'll do that. Anything else?
Yeah, I'd prepare for the worst. If you ever see your money again, it's going to be years from now, and at that point it may wind up being pennies on the dollar.
I feel like such an idiot. You and Mom, you told me, just take your time, don't rush into anything.
Listen, we all make mistakes. Mother and I made a bunch of them when we were young, and some when we've not been so young.
Ditto that. Excuse me, I gotta get that. Help yourselves to coffee. Hello?
I'm glad that we have this moment. I'd like to talk to you.
What about?
Allison.
So you basically say that Chris will never marry me and I'm not supposed to take that personally.
Allie, do you know how many boyfriends I had before I married Hal?
Yeah, like you were going for some kind of record.
And I don't need to remind you that Chris was one of them.
Emily.
And I did marry him, as you know, and, well, there were 3 dozen other guys that I supposedly love and who supposedly loved me, and I didn't marry any of them either.
So I found my perfect guy young.
Oh, see, that is my point. I thought all my guys were the perfect guy. I cannot tell you how many times I tried to convince myself that my Prince Charming, my true love, was going to last forever, only to break up with him a week, a month, 2 months later, tops.
Well, that's not going to happen to Chris and me.
How can you be so sure? You're so young.
So young that you want me to go to college and declare a major and decide what I want to do for the rest of my life? I mean, that's a lot riskier and a lot more expensive than knowing that I want to be Chris Hughes' wife.
Yeah, but how do you know that's what he wants?
Because that's where we're headed.
But how do you know that? You're only 18 years old.
I've been to prison. I'm a lot older than I look, Emily, so we just stop acting like I'm just some stupid, dumb cheerleader and Chris is my date for the prom. We're way past that.
Yeah, but you can't be sure.
Chris put down his entire life savings for a home for us. When he lost that hurt him. He just wants to be on his own, not living in the same room he's lived in since he was born.
Allison, you can't buy his love.
No, I already have his love. I just want to pull my weight, you know? Put my share in. I mean, this college fund belongs to me. Can you just please ask Mom? Please.
I'll talk to him this afternoon.
Why wait when you can talk to her right now?
Hi. Hi. What's going on?
Emily wants to talk to you about something really important, but I've got to go get some aspirin.
You want me to get rid of her?
Why is she even here?
I'll take care of it.
No. No. No, I'll do it.
Lily, I didn't know you were here. That's a big fat lie. I did know you were here. I just hope that...
You know, Holden, Dusty, myself, we're planning a benefit to honor Rose's memory, raise money.
Molly's not here to start any trouble. She was just
Hold on,
leaving.
there's something I need to say. It's a very important night, not just for me or Dusty, for Rose. My friends, my family, everybody's going to be together, and I loved her very much, my sister.
I know that.
What I'm saying is that if you want to, I would really like you to be a part of that evening.
It has been great talking to you.
Thank you. You sound surprised.
Pleased. But, I know I've got to be keeping you from something. I didn't mean to interrupt or...
Oh, no,
stop
actually, you know, I was just going to have some coffee. Would you like to join me?
I'd be honored.
Thank you.
Moke is early? They have to be kidding. Hello, I must have at the wrong time. I didn't Oh my God, Rosanna.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
That college fund will be used for your education, or it can sit in the bank until you're drawing Social Security. But I am not going to let you waste it on a place to shack up with your boyfriend. And that's final.
I guess a lot of things have changed since you left, Rosanna.
I can assure you they have.
What are you doing here? When did you get back? Oh my God, and you're okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay.
Well, why wouldn't I be?
Jen, do you want to sit down?
Yeah, everyone's been worried sick about you, Rosanna. They thought that something might have happened, that you might have been kidnapped.
Everyone who?
Well, Craig, the police. Craig and Jack even went to New York looking for you.
Well, that was certainly unnecessary. Obviously, I'm fine.
Well, well, then what are you doing here? And how do you and Jordan know each other?
Well, we didn't until a minute ago. We bumped into each other. Literally.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, Paul is going to be so happy that you're back. And Lucy, she's been missing you like crazy.
Jen, would you maybe want some coffee?
Yeah, sure. And I still want to talk about some things before the interview.
I'm sorry, interview?
With Vogue. Jordan works with me at BRO.
Oh. So you're not just in business, you're good at it.
Well, I try.
Oh, don't be modest. You know you're good at it.
Thanks, Jen.
I guess a lot of things have changed since you left, Rosanna.
I can assure you they have.
You really want me to come to the benefit?
If you want to.
Okay, that's the nicest thing anybody's said to me in months. But you, of all people, Lily, you don't owe me anything.
I'm tired of keeping score, Molly, and you've been a really good friend to Holden, and this evening that we're planning is as much of a night for him as it is for me and Dusty and Rose. So if you really want to come, then I'd love to have you there.
Thank you for the invitation. It means everything to me. But I don't think I'm going to attend the benefit.
You sure?
Yeah, I think everybody would be a lot more comfortable without me there. But if it's okay with you, I'd love to give you a check.
Oh. Well, I do have one condition on that. Let's make it a big one.
Okay. Okay. My checkbook's in the office. I'll give you that.
Okay. Great.
You're pretty amazing.
Oh. Trying to be.
I don't want to talk about Allison, Dad. I love her. I don't know why that's so difficult for you and Mom to accept.
Well, why is it difficult for you to realize that we have accepted?
You're right. I'm sorry, I was out of line. It's just, I didn't know that you were going to be here and talking about the condo all the time. I feel like such a jerk.
Get over it.
You're right. Let's move on.
Now, can we talk about Allison without you getting defensive?
Try me.
Your mother was at the Lakeview when Allison showed up drunk.
Allison was very upset about the condo.
Yeah, that's probably one of the symptoms of the problem, but it's not the cause.
And according to you and Mom, the problem is...
I wonder if you realize that Allison doesn't seem to have any friends.
There's Katie.
And?
Aaron.
And you don't like him?
Katie more than Aaron.
Why is that?
Well, the guy has his own apartment. While I'm living with you and Mom, that's reason enough to hate him.
Is that all?
And there's the fact that every time Allie hangs out with Aaron, she seems to get in trouble.
Well, then, maybe she shouldn't see so much of it.
Dad, I'm not going to tell her who she can and cannot hang out with.
Maybe you should give her better options.
Dad, what's your point?
Maybe it's time that you, tried to get Allison to grow up a little.
Oh, come on, Em, don't let me down. Oh! Oh! Did you know not to do something like that to someone with a hangover?
Oh, that bad.
It's worse than bad. It's awful. But I'm just trying to, get some fresh air. I thought that you had work this morning. What are you doing here?
No, I'm on a break right now. I'm actually here to see your mother.
You're looking for my mom?
Yeah, she called Holden and told him that I got you hammered last night.
You're kidding. Emily said she was upset, but she called your dad?
Anyway, I'm here to apologize.
For what? You didn't do anything.
I could have stopped you, Allie.
What were you gonna do? Pry the vodka out of my hands?
Yeah, you were wiry, but listen, I'm stronger than you and I'm bigger than you and I could have stopped you, all right? Anyway, where is she? Where's your mom?
She's talking to my sister, but I don't think right now is a good time to interrupt.
Yeah, it's pretty intense in there. Wow. She's calling you.
You know what? You're right. Right now would be the greatest time to apologize, but come on. Hey, Mom. Look what I found.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Aaron. We're in the middle of something, so if you could just...
No, this is just gonna take a minute. I just want to say how sorry I am that, about what happened last night, Allie getting drunk and all that stuff.
And I just called Holden because...
Because you were worried. You were worried. And I understand that, and you have every right to be, but I just want to say that this will never happen again. I promise you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm glad you're mature enough to make an apology.
I apologize too, Mom.
Anyway, I got to get back to work, Metro. So, good luck with this.
So, I tried. I'm sorry, honey. That college fund will be used for your education, or it can sit in the bank until you're drawing Social Security. But I am not going to let you waste it on a place to shack up with your boyfriend. And that's final.
Yesterday, you were still so angry with Molly. What changed?
Breakfast this morning.
Did I miss something?
Well, it's nothing special, just the five of us sitting around, having cereal, Faith singing great songs, and Luke worrying about baseball practice, and Natalie saying her first word.
She said muffin, right? You sure it wasn't gibberish?
Oh, it was muffin, because mothers know these things. And then we all were done, and we went our separate ways, just like thousands of days before. And I realized I want thousands of more days like that. I don't want to spend my life bitter and angry and holding grudges. I'd pay even more than this to get what they've got. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I let Chris put down 100% of the money for that condo, and even if everything had been perfect, I mean, that's not right, because that would have been Chris's place, not ours.
Honey, I've been putting that money aside for you since the day you were born, so you'd be guaranteed a good education.
And Mom, you know that I really appreciate that, but it's not like I'm asking for that money to buy a new car or to go on vacation. I'm asking for a home, a place where Chris and I could live together forever.
It's actually a pretty good investment, you know, when you think about it.
Right, and I mean, on the news and everywhere, they keep saying that real estate is where you're supposed to put your money.
But
and it's better than just keeping it in a bank.
It's for college, honey.
Mom, I spent the last 18 years of my life hating school, and that's never going to change. That money is for my future, and that's exactly how I want to spend it.
And real estate is not such a surefire investment. You have to know what you're doing. I don't know any parent in the world who would drop that much money into the lap of a girl who's barely out of high school.
Okay. Well, then you can give it to Chris. He's not a teenager, Mom. He's a doctor like you. It would be like turning it over to a colleague.
Sweetie, if I really felt that this was a responsible...
Mom. I got drunk last night because I was really depressed, and I know it was a stupid thing to do. It didn't make me feel any better, and today it made me feel a lot worse. But what it did to you, making you worry, that was the worst part of all.
So what are you saying?
That if you do this for me, then I promise, to you, to Emily, to God, that I will never, ever, ever take a drop of alcohol again. I promise.
You really mean that?
Word of honor.
I just want both of you to know that I am doing this against my better judgment.
You're gonna give me the money?
You and Chris come over for dinner tonight and we'll talk about it.
Really?
I'm gonna hold you to your promise. To stay sober?
Forever? Never! Oh, Mom!
I don't understand how I'm supposed to help Allison grow up.
Well, people learn by the company they keep. You and Allison ever go out with other young doctors and their wives or their girlfriends?
She knows all of them.
No, I don't mean saying hi and passing in the halls. I'm talking about socializing.
No, I guess not. Allison and I spend most of our free time alone.
Is that because you feel that she might not have anything in common with your colleagues?
Maybe. I guess maybe in the back of my mind, I'm always waiting for Allison to say or do something that she shouldn't. Not exactly fair, I guess.
Well, listen, if you guys are really serious, she's got to be comfortable in your world, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I need to work on that.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go.
All right.
Say goodbye to Tom for me.
Dad, Allison doesn't really like my friends.
Well, if she likes you, she's gonna have to work that out, isn't she? And maybe being exposed to older people that she can relate to.
She won't run off and get drunk with Aaron Snyder anymore.
Right. And I'll get some sleep, because your mother keeps me up all night talking about it. I'll see you.
All right.
So are you staying here at the Lakeview?
For the time being.
Where have you been?
Traveling. Yeah, here and there. Listen, I know you two have work to do, so I will let you get to it.
It was very nice to meet you.
Thank you for the coffee.
Rosanna, I could call my father and let him know that you're here so everyone can stop worrying.
That's very kind of you, Jennifer, but I never asked them to worry. They should all realize by now I am quite capable of taking care Delightful bumping into you.
Maybe we can do it again sometime.
Good luck with your interview.
This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the heat is on.
I never thought I'd see you again.
Well, it would have been better if we hadn't. This hero is not afraid of anything except his past.
Why are you so angry? I don't understand.
I didn't think he would. We're gonna forget we saw each other. The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS Daytime.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you tell him? Call him.
I'm not going to tell him yet. I'm going to let it be a surprise tonight at Mom's. You know, if I can keep a secret that long.
All right, well, do me a favor and call me first thing in the morning and tell me everything, okay?
I couldn't have done this without you.
No, you couldn't. Congratulations, honey. Bye.
I will keep you informed if we make any progress on this investigation, I promise.
I know, I won't hold my breath.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, we'll see you.
Dr. Hughes.
Guess who?
Hey, who? How's your head?
It stopped spinning. I'm actually even thinking about dinner.
Me too. I was hoping that we could get together with some of my friends from the hospital tonight.
No, we can't.
Why not?
My mom wants you and me to come over for dinner tonight, and I promised her that we would. We can go out with your friends another night, but we have to go over to my mom's house tonight. We have to, okay?
Okay, if we have to. Oh, and Allie, I just remembered something.
What?
I love you.
I love you too. And after tonight, you'll never want to let me go.
Who knew forcing your wife into treatment would pay off?
Yeah. I think I got my wife back.
What's up with you?
Nothing.
No?
No.
One minute you're ticked off that Molly walked through the door, and the next you're, bosom buddies. What's the deal? You setting her up?
Oh, Dusty. Let it go. Okay, well, if you could have my father call me as soon as possible. Thank you.
Didn't Rosanna say that that wasn't necessary?
My dad is wasting taxpayer dollars looking for a woman who's alive and well. It's my civic duty.
Whatever you say. Are you ready to talk about the interview now?
Yes, yes, I am.
Now, since Rimbaud is making a resurgence, they're going to compare it to BRO.
Yeah, don't you think it's strange how she reacted, or excuse me, didn't react, to the fact that people think that she's been kidnapped?
That's Rosanna's business, Jen, not ours.
Yeah, but I still think something weird is going on.
Hello, Lucinda. It's Rosanna. Yes, it's been a while. I'm fine, thank you. Is Lucy around? Oh, no, I'll call back later. I have some business to attend to. Thank you.
On the next, As the World Turns.
You and Paul are out of the investigation business for good. Do you understand me, Carly? Or do I have to arrest the two of you to prove it?
I still love you. How dare you come in here and feign concern for me when we both know that nothing could be further from the truth?
What are you talking about? I'm your friend.
You are not my friend. You are my enemy.